Hey, what up? What up? What up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Real Mojo TV, man, with your boy, the Real Mojo. What's going on? What's going on? What's going down, y'all? Hey, do me a favor. Do me a favor. When you pull up, hit the like, share, subscribe for the algorithm. Put a thumbs up in the chat if you're chilling. Put a one in the chat if you at work. Y'all know how we do. But anyway, man, what's going on? Hey, y'all see the show runner, but we gotta do a little bit more. We got a little bit to get to before we get to the showrunner, which is absolutely ridiculous. But college football's back, and as of Sunday that just passed, it won't be another Sunday without football until February. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm hyped. What's going on, man? I'm doing good. How you doing? I don't know about y'all, but I'm hyped about that. But this week, well, this weekend that just passed, we had some things going on that just didn't feel right. I mean, the University of Alabama getting smacked by Florida State, that don't feel right. And I'm talking the last what 15 years, the last 15 years, anybody handling Alabama like that, like really don't feel right. I ain't even gonna front. I ain't even gonna front. That felt that felt real weird. That felt like that felt like Nick Saban made a mistake for getting up out of there. And I get it. The NIL is leveling the playing field, but still, either way you look at it, you gotta have a culture down there. You feel what I'm saying? You have to have a culture. And right now, Alabama don't got no culture. They don't got no identity. And honestly, it just feel like Alabama don't got no leadership. Cause whatever I saw on Saturday, and I'm talking about out the gate, not physical, not disciplined. Um, they put the spot shadow on a safety or linebacker number 18, and he just running around the field chasing the ball, not getting to the ball. He chasing the man with the ball. um, that's definitely not Alabama football. Um, I don't know if it's gonna be rectified this season. To be honest, I really don't, man. I don't know if it's gonna be rectified this season. Hey, what up, y'all? See y'all pouring in, man. Hit the like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe for the algorithm. Thumbs up in the chat if you're chilling. One in the chat if you at work. Y'all know how we do. What's going on, Vic? How you doing? Um, I don't know that it's gonna get better this season. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm gonna just leave it there. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna. I'll give it. I'll give it 2 weeks to, I guess, maybe pan out or whatever. See how see how it's gonna smooth itself out, work itself out after some film study. Today probably they studying film. Um, but I didn't like it. Um, uh, I didn't like it. But hey, we move on, and we're gonna move on to something I did like. The University of Miami versus Notre Dame was something to see. They put it on prime time for everybody to watch. Everybody. There was not another game on at that point in time. They put it on for everybody to watch, and it was a show. It was a show by both teams, honestly. Um, Miami put on a show before the game. They had all the legends there: Jeremy Shockey, Ed Reed. They had Joy Taylor up in Hard Rock interviewing people, getting game predictions and all that. Ray Lewis, Michael Irvin down on the field with Stephen A. Smith. It was something to see. And being a Miami fan, it felt good that the stadium was full and you got your legends there. Everybody feeling good. The weather didn't drive nobody away. It was a rain, little. It's Miami, so they had a little rain, a little heat and humidity. But for the most part, everybody stayed. And me personally, I wanted to see how Beck was going to bounce back from having a bad season. And he looked good, man. He looked good. He looked like he was in control. He looked like he was in command of the offense. Smooth, poised under pressure. He looked good, man. He looked good. And the receivers looked good. Like, listen, the defense was moving fast, flying around to the ball. I think they kind of caught Notre Dame by surprise at the beginning of the game with the speed and the intensity down there and the bright lights. And I will say this: Notre Dame's quarterback was a redshirt freshman. So again, just like with Alabama, I would like to give him a couple weeks. Get a couple film studies under his belt as the full time starter, as the person that's being game planned for. Because when people game plan for you, it's different. When somebody get hurt and you just come in, and it's like, oh, what a pleasant surprise. When people game plan for you, that's totally different. When somebody sees you and they say, oh, this is what he's good at, this is what he's very good at, this is how quick he processes information, he can move, he can make plays outside the pocket. When people get to game plan for that, and then they sick those, I'm gonna say NFL B level athletes because they're not in the league just yet, then that shows what you got and what you can do. That shows what you got and what you can do in a case like that. You understand? So I'll give him a couple weeks to game plan, but he caught on. He caught on because he damn sure tied the game up. It was a 56-yard field goal to win the game. So I feel like all in all, college football is here, and to me, college football is a little bit more exciting than the NFL, especially at the beginning, because people trying to prove points. Kids, well, not kids, but young men trying to prove they belong, trying to prove they deserve the spot that they at, trying to prove that they deserve the NIL money they got because the Hurricanes. The U paid $4 million for Carson Beck. and you want him to look overpaid like Arch Manning did not look good. Again, I will give Arch some preparation time. Even though he got two NFL uncles, two champion uncles, he should be a little bit better. He should be a little bit ahead of the curve. And I get it. Ohio State is a better team. Ohio State's team is better than his team. So okay, cool. Okay, cool. But but he was missing throws big time. He sidearmed a couple throws that he really didn't have to. Just get the ball to the receiver and let them do their thing. Because in all honesty, the receivers for Texas, teams like Texas, Miami, Ohio State, and things of that nature, the receivers are the show, not the quarterback. The quarterback is just a story. The quarterback is just a story. But the receivers are the show. The running backs are the show. You know, the pieces around the quarterback. That's the show. And that's where the game is going to be won or lost. Not by any quarterback just going out there unless he's lighting it up. Patrick Mahomes had what, 500, 600 yards in a game before? Unless somebody's going out there just doing that, then okay. But for the most part, that ain't the case. For the most part, that is not the case. So, you know, get the ball out of your hands. Stop trying to be performative like the quarterback from Nebraska who is just goofy beyond belief to me. His coaches, his parents, and his friends, if he got it, they need to tell him, will you stop and just play football? But Raiola, like he just even thinking about him just it just throws off my train of thought because he's such a goofball. But Arch Manning, again, like I said, I'm gonna give him some film study and I'm gonna see how he bounces back. Not against like a Texas. It's gonna have to be against a good team because the performance last week was a definite eye opener because his athleticism wasn't there, and I get it. Ohio State is a Ohio State is a solid program, defending national champions, but Arch Manning was not who they said he was on Saturday, Friday, whenever they played. He just wasn't. And to end off the week, they put Bill Belichick and the North Carolina Tar Heels on TV to end the week, which I thought it should have been Miami Notre Dame. Just a much bigger storyline and a much more evenly yoked game, player wise, because we talking all this North Carolina jazz, but well, we ain't even talking North Carolina. We talking Bill Belichick. I saw so many posts all over Bill Belichick's coaching on whatever night, Monday night. Bill Belichick is coaching football. Bill Belichick is back on the side. No, who cares? Who cares? We talking the storyline should be the North Carolina Tar Heels versus the TCU Horned Frogs. But now we know why that was not the story because there was no story. Because TCU came out and just ran their offense all night without any interruption, without any resistance. They came out and they ran whatever offense that you couldn't even tell. Like everything worked, every play worked, all the run plays worked. Like, are you kidding me? Bill Belichick and his son. Bill Belichick is supposedly a defensive guru. Got it. His son is the defensive coordinator. Got it. TCU put up 48 points. Got it. That was embarrassing. Embarrassing to say the least. I'm not even gonna go. I'm not even going crazy. Again, film study and all that is not going to do Notre Dame. I'm sorry, North Carolina any good. North Carolina is not a football program. North Carolina is not a good football program. Not a good football team. Uh, I mean, quarterback, it was just getting red all over the field. Uh, no run game to speak of. No run defense to speak of at all. No pass. Like it was just atrocious. I don't even see Bill Belichick coming back next year, to be honest. That's how bad that was. Like that was one of the more disgusting things that I've seen. And I feel like TCU could really, they beat them by 30 something. They could have really ran that score. They could have did like a Florida, like the old school Florida when they used to score 60 and 70 points every week. TCU could have did that. TCU is not uh, the TCU of 3 years ago. Really good team, really solid, but you can't really gauge anything based off of what happened last night because UNC was more invested in Michael Jordan, Lawrence Taylor, Randy Moss, Bill Belichick's girlfriend. They was more invested in everything but what it should have been because the way they got beat was really disgraceful. But when you think about it, it really wasn't because when has North Carolina ever been anything to talk about in college football? Since the last time Julius Peppers was there, to be honest, Drake May wasn't good to me. He wasn't. I think he won't be in New England for long. It's gonna be just like Mac Jones. So yeah, I don't really. I mean, you send Bill Belichick to college with hopes of flipping a program, but I mean, he's not somebody that he left a bad taste in the majority of people's mouths that don't live in New England or Massachusetts or Boston area. Because when you go all over, I mean, nobody really. And outside of the Patriots, with a lot of asterisks, he never won anywhere else. So he never won anywhere else. So yeah, I guess that's all because he's not gonna win in North Carolina. He might win some games, but Clemson, Miami, Virginia, like he ain't winning there. He's not winning games, 5 games, maybe something like that. I don't know. But anyway, It's time to move on to the, I guess, main part of the show, which is absolutely ridiculous that we even talking about this. Yo, I got something else. Man, listen. Matter of fact, no. We just gonna get into it. We just gonna get into it. We gonna get into the show, right? Because it's a dude that's annoying me. He's talking about Memphis like his like his friggin' the Maldives or some shit, bro. But I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'll do it another time. But we're gonna talk about another dumpster fire. Chicago. Over 50 people were shot over the weekend. Over 50 people were shot over Labor Day weekend. If that's not a disgrace, what is? So to all those people talk, they don't need help because the crime is under control. What what the fuck do you call under control? Because I ain't never seen nothing like that. Oh, I have in Chicago again, another holiday weekend before a couple years ago. Yeah, so I have seen it, and honestly, I know DC is the capital and it's right there, and it was the test dummy, but I think they should have took the National Guard to Chicago first. I think DC should have been maybe the fourth stop. But all these cities and shit, they fudge the numbers because they trying to make the mayors and whoever look good. Let's be real. Let's be real. Some of these places is shitholes, bro. Like we gotta be for real. Like we have to be for real. There's no way over the course of 3 days, 50 people should be getting shot in one place. 7, 8, 9 people lost their lives in one place. Like even on the other type of mass shootings and shit, it shouldn't be happening. Like it's crazy. It's absolutely nuts to me that y'all are. You understand what I'm saying? Just kill him. Like it's crazy that that's going on. And to that is not uh, that help is not needed is just beyond me to say that help is not needed. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I mean, there's other places, not just there, but jeez, man, like something got to be done, and it's getting done. So the fact that it's getting done should be a relief to some people because I know in DC the videos I'm seeing and like hang on. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. We had a little technical difficulty, but I know in DC it's a relief because the videos that I see, the posts that I see on my TikTok, on my X, listen, Y'all look crazy and sound crazy saying that no help is needed. There's a couple other states that's going to get it too. But y'all look crazy. People look crazy saying that when you got a bunch of other people that's living in them neighborhoods saying, thank you, this needs to be done. Y'all look crazy. So, I mean, with that being said, I just feel like, um, and I don't care who's doing it. I don't care who's getting it done. Like, really, I don't care who's getting it done. But, but that's the problem. Y'all don't like the person who's doing it. And in America, if you don't like somebody, they can't do no right. That's where we at now, which is crazy. But it is what it is, and it's gonna continue to be that way because we can't get together and stick together on nothing, nothing, and it's gonna always be that way. But realistically, y'all should be ashamed that over 50 people get shot in a weekend. Y'all should be ashamed, and y'all should be like, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a travesty, man. For real, for real. I don't even understand how you can fix your mouth to say, as a mayor, and then somebody I was watching on I believe it was CNN. One dude said, "Don't send the National Guard. Just send us the money to Chicago." What? Dog, you sound crazy. First of all, he looked a mess. He looked like he just had woke up and jumped on the Zoom. And he said, "Send him the money, and you go hire some police." So you're gonna go hire some new hires, put some people in the academy, which is gonna take how long? Meanwhile, the city is getting more and more embarrassing and disgraceful by the day. People actually refuting this shit to help, and nah, don't send them. What? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I know it be the wrong kind of people that be out there protesting against the National Guard. People that don't live where the fuck the National Guard is needed. I can tell you that.